Good evening. Let's solve this third question in week 5. The question is a hexagonal prism of base side 30 mm, axis 60 mm, rest on the ground on its base with base side parallel to wall. Draw the projection of the prism and determine the true length of its longest diagonal. Okay, so they have given a hexagonal prism. On the dimensions they have mentioned as base side is 30 mm and axis is 60 mm, and hexagonal prism is lying on the ground on its base. Okay, so with its base side parallel to wall. So if it is resting on the ground, that means it is resting on the horizontal plane. So that means the hexagon shape will be visible from the top view. So we have to select top view when you're drawing the AutoCAD. Okay, rest are similar to the rest. Other procedures are similar to the previous questions. Okay, so I have already opened AutoCAD. Make sure that this 3D modeling is enabled and set the units as well as limits. Then you can see it in the left top bottom. Okay, so we have to create a hexagonal prism. First you select the view as top, because as per the question from the top view only hexagon is visible. So I have selected a top view. Then we have to construct the hexagon. So for that I will use polygon command. Number of sides is 6. Okay, select edge, first endpoint and second edge point. Okay, one more thing, in this question they have mentioned base edge is parallel to wall. Okay, so parallel to wall means whether you have to draw the hexagon like this. Okay, parallel to wall. If it is perpendicular to wall, in that case we have to draw hexagon like this. Okay, so kindly note down this simple hint. If one of the base edge is parallel to wall, that is vertical plane, then we have to draw the hexagon this shape. They have given the size of the base side is 30 mm and axis 60 mm. Okay, so I'll just select the second point at a distance of 30 mm. So I have drawn the hexagon in the top view. Okay, now we have to extrude it. So just select extrude option here, select the object, enter, and extrude to a height of 60 because its axis height is 60 mm. Okay, you can check the views: front view, southwest isometric, and you can see it in the conceptual view also. Okay, this is how that. Okay, hexagon looks in the southwest isometric view. Again I will switch to top view and then select 2D wireframe. Okay, next select this first angle projection here, click OK, then click base from model space, select the object, enter, give the layout name. I am giving it as 4. It will get extracted to this layout. Exit, click here, click on the right side and then here, then enter. Okay, this is the answer. We can draw the XY reference line as we do before. Then we can name the planes also. Text, so X, Y, this is VP, right? This is HP. Okay, if you want to name it, you can name the prism also. So it is a hexagonal prism, so you will be having 2 hexagon, one in the top and another one in the bottom. So when you are naming it, top hexagon will be visible and the bottom hexagon will not be visible, so that one should be put it in the bracket. Okay, so I'll mark the top hexagon with A B C D E A, and in the bracket I put P because P corner is present in the bottom hexagon. Okay, likewise B, this is Q, C, R in the bracket, then D, yes, in the bracket. This is E, T in the bracket, and this one F, U in the bracket. Okay, so likewise you have to mark the front view also. So this one will be F dash in the F dash. Likewise this will be, sorry, this will be 1 second. The bottom portion is corresponds to PQRS, so that will be U dash. Okay, so I made a mistake there, so I have erased it, again typing it. Next, this is U dash. U dash, this one will be R dash, as it is a front view. This will be T dash. So in the bracket you have to put P dash, because P will not be visible. Likewise this one will be S dash, in the bracket you can put Q dash. Likewise you can mark the ABCD also. Here it will be F dash. This will be C dash. And then E dash, in bracket A dash. This will be D dash, in bracket B dash. So you can just imagine that you are seeing this hexagon from the bottom. So U will be visible, F will be visible. That's why you have mentioned U dash, F dash. Likewise E will be visible, A will not be visible when you see from the bottom. Just for to understand E, to remember an easy manner I'm telling. So E will be visible, A will not be visible. That's why E dash, in bracket I put A dash. Likewise D will be visible, B will not be visible. So I put D dash, in bracket B dash. Likewise this one is C will be visible, R also will be visible. This is how you have to mark the corners with respect to hexagonal prism. Okay. Then dimensions as usual. So this is axis height is 60, so it will come as 60, and this will be 30. Okay, so this is how you have to draw the third question in week 5. Thank you.